Hello everyone and welcome back to my Finland campaign with the Kaiserreich mod for the HOI4. And previously we invaded Sweden and I didn't puppet them because of the resources and because of the factories, but I really am running low on manpower and perhaps I should have puppeted them. However, I noticed that I cannot do it because right now here it says countries can never release nations. So quite unfortunate, but that's the way it is right now. And no need to attack Norway. But maybe we could either reinforce the Mannerheim line or go for the pilot training. Yeah, that's probably what we do. And here are our first anti-tank equipment for the infantry. What else? We have fortified this area quite well, but there are a lot of divisions here. That's a bit scary. Perhaps we need to reinforce this area at least to fort level 2. And how were the fortifications here? I want them to be level 4. Down here. Good. Now I could pick a chief of navy, but I really don't need a navy. In fact, how many people do I have in the navy? How much manpower does this take? Where can I see it? Navy, it uses almost 4,000. Yeah, I really don't need these. I think I will just destroy them. Okay, now we don't have a navy. But they would just be destroyed by the Russians. And next we go for the pilot training to get increased air doctrine speed and also increased chance to get aces. But to be honest, we don't really have a lot of manpower to get those planes, but maybe at some point. So this is our template and we have only around 5,000 manpower left. That's a bit concerned, but what can you do? Now we do have a good reserve of motorized. We can decrease that a bit and put more effort to fighters and perhaps to guns. Yeah, we need to upgrade as much of them as possible, so focus on guns. And who started fighting? Oh, it's happening over here. Doesn't really concern us. Do we have anti-air here? Yes, we do have. And what about here? Yes, it is. Yeah, we have one here. We can build more. Actually, let's max it out here. Pilot training done. And we can purchase foreign planes, since we are at peace with Germany and with Sweden, because Sweden doesn't even exist anymore. Okay, the Russians have abandoned Murmansk area. What are they up to? They are doing naval focuses, but I'm just more concerned about realpolitik focus because of the European direction. Okay, something's happening. The music is still running, yeah. It was just a big peace conference. Perhaps we could get some planes here and train them. Let's make 38 here and exercise them once you can. And we are done with the air superiority, and let's go for increased research speed. And there's nothing really here what I want to do. Yeah, let us train a bit more. The new fighters. And we want better entrenchment bonuses for our troops and also increased river defense. Start producing the new guns. Good. Perhaps some marine divisions would be good around here. But we will see. Now we reinforce the Mannerheim line. Yeah, we would really benefit from marines in the southern front, but not here in the north. But that really doesn't even matter that much. And how's your training going? Pretty well. Perhaps we need airbase in Karelia. And maybe here as well. Or perhaps here. We have a level 9 airbase here, but unfortunately it's located across the river, so we won't benefit from it. Could we decrease it? No, we cannot. That's a problem. Now we research the final land doctrine, and I'm not gonna spend any army experience there. I might start producing some tanks to save up manpower. And Russia's going down this benevolent Tsar focus. What will they do after that? Perhaps they can try to become friends with me, but that's unlikely. Let's send a task to Germany. We have extra political power and we don't need command power at this very moment. Although they are only fighting against Georgia, I didn't pay attention. I should have checked that out, but whatever. So am I running out of focuses to be done? There's still the special forces, but let's go for construction engineering for a moment. The benefits are pretty good. And now that I think about this, I can train some of my divisions from the south, so let's do that. Start exercising. You finished here. Good. Return to your post. Oh yeah, the planes. Did I click something? I hope not. Stop exercising. Perhaps more planes are needed here. 27. Yeah, why not? The Kingdom of Italy declared war on 2 Sicilies. And the Japanese are fighting against Russians. Well, that reminds me, send a task to Japan. Oh yeah, it's time for advanced artillery. We are lagging behind with this technology, but we don't have extra research slots, so what can you do? And how are the Japanese doing here? Well, at least we are getting some army experience here. And some of this air experience as well, that's good. Exercise is going quite well. This Jaeger division is almost done. Oh yeah, this plane, it's not done yet. And where are you? Here. Almost done with the exercises with these planes. Okay. Stop. and train these. And here are the final fighters. Good, they are done now. So what's next? What to do next? Let's go for concentrated industry. And we are producing none of the motorized because we lack some steel, and yeah, I think we go for export focus. And that took care of it.
Almina.
And almost everyone is ready with the exercises. Good. So join up here and here and here. What the fuck? Good. Yeah, let's go with more industrial stuff so we can build this up, and then we focus on well, we build more civilian factories. And yeah, let's see the factions. The Great Khanate. Georgia is doing surprisingly well here. They have fortified this area. Well, level 1 forts in these mountain regions. But they are defending quite well. Good for them. And we have already 7,000 manpower. It is increasing, but very slowly. And we have an airbase here. Let's move some fighters there. Oh, well, I don't know. Yeah, why not? For now. Well, we don't probably need these airbases then. The range is pretty good. And since, yeah, they can cover all of our fronts. So, what is there to be done next? United States of Greater Austria is fighting here. So France is at war with well, with this Austrian faction. Okay, good. Well, or maybe not, I don't know. And how are our Japanese friends doing here? quite alright. Perhaps I could send some Lend-Lease to Japan. Or maybe I need it myself. And we are almost done with advanced artillery. Good. So what about the tanks? Oh yeah, I haven't researched them at all. And that's mainly because I don't think I really have the industrial capacity to produce them. At least at this point. Yeah, let's move all of our air force here. Do we already have fighter 3s? Apparently no. Or do we? Oh yeah, they are upgrading my equipment here. That's cool. We are building so much anti-air around here to the front lines because we really need it when the time comes. But for some reason Russia is doing so much of these naval focuses. I would be very tempted to start a war against Russia, but then that would be offensive war if I started it, and I want to be on defensive war. I'm gonna start some Lend-Lease to Japanese just once, these old guns and some support equipment. Where is it? Here. Monthly, just one. So if we compare our stats here, the enemy is outnumbering us quite a bit. They can outproduce us, they have a lot more manpower and divisions. The situation overall looks a bit hopeless, and one moment I'm gonna adjust my chair, it's a bit too high at the moment. Ah, this is a bit better. So this is a bit boring episode, but whatever. So was the Austrian one, previous Austrian video. So perhaps I don't know. I'm gonna focus now on my infantry, and if at some point I can, I will start researching tanks. We have this medium tank designer. Decreased production cost, that's good. And did we have any focuses for tanks here? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Most of the important stuff is researched. And there are some special units in Road to 56, like Rangers, or are they called Rangers? I don't remember, but they do well in the forest regions. Well, they might be just called Jägers. I don't really remember now, but either Jägers or Rangers. Probably Jäger. Whatever. I cannot speak anymore, but yeah, those would be cool to have here as well. So I could actually use some special forces. Increased land night attack. I don't know if it's necessary. And we go for the streamlined line here. The fall of Madrid. What happened there? Austria is really kicking the Entente. But that's not my concern. And I think I am losing my voice a bit. That's cool also. Let's see if it gets any better here. Oh, come on, Russia, do something interesting. I mean, I really don't want to start fighting, but I would like to defend. At least our anti-air is up to maximum in the south. We probably don't need it up here, since the Russians have abandoned this front line. So yeah, let's build up these civilian factories. We lack some aluminium. Perhaps I should buy some. Or maybe not. Okay, we need few. Aluminium, and we buy it from Germany. Let's see, how much does one unit, 8 aluminium help? It helps quite a bit. So one more. Okay, good. So Spain has fallen and Austria is expanding. Reichspakt is fighting against the Khanate, the Great Khanate. and Japanese are fighting against Russians, and what the hell happened? And Russia is building new dockyards. How interesting. Let's get the final anti-air. Portugal has fallen. Union of Britain is still up. Still fighting against the Entente. American Union State, they don't like us because of the different ideology. Not my problem. Liberia declared war on the Ivory Coast. And which one will prevail? So Liberia, they have perhaps 4 divisions, and Ivory Coast, they have 11 divisions. Let's see, the factories still. No military factories and no civilian factories. Liberia, they have 5 military factories and 2 civilian factories, so if Ivory Coast rushes to Liberia, they... Okay, Liberia won. Cool. Final bonus to our artillery. And we are gaining army experience in a decent speed. But yeah, overall, nothing is happening at the moment. Field hospital, 3 done. Okay, now it's time for tanks. Is there anything else I can do for the tanks? No, we have only one tank designer. So Sicily has capitulated. Perhaps we train more or exercise more planes. Here's 25, yeah, why not? Although it takes 500 manpower. But maybe we need these planes. Advanced anti-air done. Let's get this home defense researched. We might have to do some interception missions on our air zones because we might run out of fuel at some point. And let's build up more civilian factories. How's the supply here? It's good, so nothing to worry about. And pretty much nothing happening in the Far East. New England, they are not puppets, or puppet. Union of Britain. They have a lot of divisions. And Russia is still not doing anything interesting, so I'm gonna end the episode here. So, thank you for watching and bye bye.